We'll have 48 Saturday, 55 on Sunday. Some nice warm weather on the way. Temperatures above normal. And then another cold front coming through Monday. Pretty good pattern here, getting us at least some snowfall here for the Front Range. Highs in the low 30s, and then we'll be in the 40s by the middle of this coming week.
You know, it was interesting to see, Stacy, how, we had dry roads this morning. We were waiting. We just kept waiting for something to happen, and then it just, every 10 minutes or so, just kept moving south. And now take a look. We've got the big map, lots of color on there. We'll get back to that in a second. I want to go to a CDOT camera, show you that the snow has officially made it into the Denver area. This is going to be US 36 at Pecos, where there was an accident, right lane blocked on eastbound 36 at Pecos. Very low visibility there. The highway, you can barely see it, but you can tell that the lane recognition is getting more difficult and very slow speeds. We'll go to Screenwriter, another option for us here to show you what's going on at I-70 and York. CDOT's zooming in on something, I'm not sure what. No accidents or anything to report on I-70 there, but you can see it's snowing sideways because of the winds, so almost blizzard-like conditions. No warnings or anything like that in effect, but visibility is going to be a problem. We'll go back to the map now, and I'm just going to kind of mess around with this map and let you take a look with me. We'll start on the north side. There are a couple accidents, one at I-25 northbound at Colorado 52. Fort Lupton Dacono exit, that's been there for a good 45 minutes now, causing major backups on northbound I-25. Then we've got another one here. This is near the Loveland exit, I-25 southbound at Colorado 402. So we're seeing an accident in that area. I'm going to check out drive times here for southbound 25. Bear with me, we'll check this out. The southbound I-25 drive, yeah, we're at 45 minutes now. That's between Northwest Parkway and Colfax. So the snow started on the north side from Greeley, kept moving southbound, so the roads are even worse on that part of town. And just give me a second and I can pull up a camera on I-25 to show you what it's looking like in that area. Starting Northwest Parkway, Erie, that's where the snow really started falling even before our morning newscast ended, before 7 o'clock this morning. The snow just starting to fall here in Denver, maybe, I don't know, Stacy, what, 20 minutes ago, something like that? Here's I-25 and 84th. We can pull that up on our CDOT camera so you can see it's starting to get to stick even more on the north side of town. A lot of moisture on that camera as well. At least you can see the lane still, so that's good news. But at the same time, you need to take it slow because it's going to be icy out there. We can go back to Screenwriter, where the camera's bumping around there as well. This is going to be at Central Park Boulevard, where you can see it's really starting to slow down on I-70. And if we go back to the map, we can check out drive times there as well on the I-70 route, really in both directions. But we'll look at the westbound drive from Pena Boulevard to I-25. Not horrible yet. We're at about 21 minutes on that drive. Pena Boulevard starting to slow down as well. I'll zoom in there for you. Looks like it's worse on outbound Pena Boulevard. We'll keep an eye on DIA information as well. Earlier this morning, there were no delays, but a big swath of snow kind of came through DIA about an hour ago. So we could see some de-icing. We could see some low visibility that could cause delays. So check with your flight before you head out. There was an earlier accident through Aurora at I-25 southbound at Mississippi. It looks like that has cleared. We'll check drive times on 225 here. And see how your drive's going to look through Aurora. Again, the snow just starting in that area. Southbound 225, 12 minutes just from Parker Road to I-25 on that route there, and the northbound drive looks pretty slow as well. So Aurora starting to see the effects of this snow. The Denver Tech Center, yeah, that's not looking good at all. We got slowdowns all the way back to about Ridgegate, it looks like now. We'll check drive times there. Northbound, let's see, C470 to Colfax, 30 minutes now, northbound I-25 from C470 to Colfax. A few closures that we already knew about. One of them is going to be on the west side of town, the Clear Creek Canyon, for rock mitigation. That's been an ongoing project that we've been following. So Clear Creek Canyon is closed right now. So just keep that in mind. And we're going to look at some other cameras here. We're going to go into the downtown area. Give me just a second here. We'll go to Spear, and we'll try I-25 and 8th Avenue and see if we can see anything there. And yeah, we can pull that up on CDOT so you can see that snow falling near the downtown area now. Let's check out the south side of town. Still kind of waiting for that. I'm going to look at radar here. Yeah, it looks like it's just now reaching the southern portions of 470. So we'll check out a camera down there, maybe in the Denver Tech Center area. You know, the south side is what got hit so hard in the last storm. The north kind of missed it, and so it's, you know, it's probably welcome for folks up north to finally see some snow, and it really is coming down pretty hard. We'll go to Ridgegate Parkway here. It's loading. You know, we're still dry. Take a look from our screenwriter cam. Still dry at I-25 and Ridgegate, but eventually we're going to see snow there. But a lot of these people coming from Monument, Colorado Springs are probably thinking, hey, easy peasy. And then they're going to hit the mess. We'll see. Let's see where it kind of starts. We'll go a little bit further to the north and see when we start seeing some snow. I-25 on Arapahoe Road. Well, there you go. Not much further north, and this is what they're going to run into. So I-25 through the Denver Tech Center. Like we said, we already looked at those drive times, not looking good at all, and the snow is starting to fall at Arapahoe Road as well. So eventually we're going to be getting to that C470 corridor, E470. And when it does, it's going to mess up the commute as well. And usually the commute starts breaking up in 9:30. I feel like it's going to be more like 10 o'clock this morning. We almost got through the commute. We thought perhaps we would get lucky enough that we wouldn't have to deal with the snow during the heaviest of the commute. But then right before we went off air, everything kind of changed from our Denver 7 channel. Everything kind of changed right when we went to GMA. Take a look at another CDOT camera, 470 in Santa Fe. Can't really tell with this camera. It's an old fogged up camera. Looks like 470 may be wet, so the snow may have made it to that southwest side of town as well. Let's go back to the map. I'll zoom out here just to give you kind of a look at the whole commute if you're sticking around with us on our apps. So the biggest issues obviously up on the north side of town. 2 accidents. They're trying to clean them up. One at northbound 25 at Colorado 52, another one southbound I-25 at Colorado 502. That's just south of the Loveland exit. Again, I-70 really starting to jam up now all the way from 470 past I-25 at this point. Then you've got the big troubles on 25 southbound starting at about Northwest Parkway, and now we're in the red for a big portion of that southbound drive. Northbound doesn't look much better. 76 still the trouble spot. Southbound 76 at 144th. An accident came down about a half an hour ago. They're trying to get that cleared away, and it's causing some slowdowns. And then, of course, we always have those trouble spots through Commerce City. Both directions on 270 are going to be sluggish for you, and it's only going to get worse as volume picks up. Slowing down near the Broncos Stadium. 6th Avenue eastbound starting to clog up, starting at about Wadsworth. And then, of course, that drive 225 approaching I-25 clogging up there. Slow past Cherry Creek Reservoir, and then your Denver Tech Center drive is going to be a mess. Looks like westbound 470 now heading into Morrison is starting to slow down as well. Probably means we've got snow falling in that area now. So, Stacy, this is what we got. A colorful map. Fortunately, I'm not seeing a huge number of accidents. That could change. Yeah. Because we've got a good 2 hours before the commute ends.
Yeah, and you mentioned that